arms work just as hard as our legs. Fire up your triceps.
Your hips are dipping, always the option to come down to the knee.
Not as a weakness, but as a sense of strength, something that's empowering.
Namaste.
Hi yogis, Katy here at my studio Body and Shine Wellness in Elgin, Texas. And today I want to share with you some of my favorite wrist stretches. Obviously with vinyasa or power yoga, we're on our wrists a lot, or if you do a lot of inversions, things like that. So the wrists tend to be one of the first things that starts to get a little bit tired. So I'm going to throw a bunch of stretches at you and you just do what works for you, or maybe a combination thereof. So one of the things that is just real simple is just rolling out the wrists. It's not real aggressive. If you have wrist issues or joint issues, it's very gentle. It's not too much, but it's still getting them moving. So just circling the wrists one way or another. You can take it up a notch by taking the hands to prayer and then just kind of rolling the backs of the hands together. You might have to think about this one for a second. Sometimes I teach this one and people are like, wait, how are you doing that? But you're just rolling, and then you can switch the directions that you roll the hands. And then another one, taking the hands into like a prayer fist, and then just stretching the palms out in front of you. If you want to add a little shoulder dimension to it, you can always go up overhead. If it's too intense to extend the arms all the way, you can always bend the elbows too. And then another one that I really like, is probably my most favorite out of these, taking the hands out, flip the thumbs down, palms out, cross one hand on top of the other, and then interlace the hands and roll them in and out. So sometimes this can be a little bit wonky on the elbows. If you have like a past elbow injury or something like that, you might want to be careful with this one. And then just once you do a few, switching the arm that's on top and rolling a few times the other way. Now the last one is probably the most intense, and it's probably my least favorite, but sometimes it feels really nice, especially if I'm doing a lot of handstands. But you can come onto hands and knees, or you can even do it from seated sometimes, and then starting to flip the wrists so the fingers point towards you. And you can do this one hand at a time, or you can do it both hands at a time. And then kind of sitting back a little bit, you can also make some circles with your wrists. If this is a little bit too much with the angle, you can also kind of pivot your hands slightly out. So if you're on a mat, it would be towards the corners of your mat. So you're still getting a little bit of stretch, but it's not quite as intense. And then usually after I do that, I tend to finish off with another one, just a little bit more gentle, just in case. But those are a lot of wrist stretch options, so try them out next time you've been on your hands for a little bit, maybe after you've been practicing crow or doing some of my other inversion videos, and see how you like it. Let me know which one's your favorite, and I hope they work out for you. Have a great day.